Wowzers, man, we got a new one, man. New sex trafficking case against the CEOs of Abercrombie and Fitch. I knew it was a reason why I didn't wear that stuff. I'm too big to wear it anyway. But anyway, listen. So they just did a real investigation and did an indictment on the CEOs of Michael Jeffries, Matthew Smith, and James Jacobson. These dudes lived in the Hamptons, so I know it's gonna come up with something with Diddy in it. They've been running the prostitution ring, been flying models in, telling them the same thing Puffy been telling them. Puffy was telling them, you want a record deal? They've been telling them, you want a model deal for Abercrombie and Fitch? Oh, so the dude who been recruiting, Matthew Smith, he been recruiting and saying, I gotta knock you down first. So we gotta allegedly say we have to the interview, we have to do an interview. You have to do the interview with me first, and then I can see if you're good enough for the bosses, the CEOs. But anyway, these dudes been flying since 2008. They've been flying around male models and drugging them up with getting them off Viagra and getting them off another drug, not GHB, but what did they call it? They called it some kind of tranquilizer that makes you incoherent, and they've been violating them and taking advantage of them. So a lot of them been stepping out. Right now they got 15 victims. So they was flying these dudes to the Hamptons and taking advantage of them. So now what I'm thinking is, if you flying them to the Hamptons, that means you was doing something with Puffy. So don't be surprised if y'all see something come out with Puffy, because Puffy had a joint in the Hamptons too. He partied in the Hamptons too. So these dudes is just really doing some crazy stuff, like, you know, keeping dudes, doing freak offs and keeping dudes until they ready, until they finish with them. You can't leave until we finish with you. So you drugging them up, keeping them and violating them and keeping them. But the thing is, to me, is how did you think you was going to keep these people and keep this thing quiet? You got them signing non-disclosures. Bro, you violating somebody. You SNAing somebody, bro. They going to tell sooner or later. Like, how did you think? Like, it's crazy how somebody gets so successful and then you do all this crazy stuff. You go way up here only to get tore down and brought back up under the jailhouse. So allegedly these dudes was drugging them up. You know, they had the dude who was lining everything up. They had the the recruiter. They called him the recruiter. I think that was James Jacobson. Allegedly that was James Jacobson. He was the recruiter, either him or Matthew Smith, but I think it was James because they named him third. So these are the CEOs of Abercrombie and Fitch. That's like a high-end streetwear brand, I might say. It's not like Louis Vuitton or anything, but it's like something cool that's in the mall. It's not super overpriced clothes, but these CEOs, they done just messed up their whole career. Now you finna lose the whole business. So you done built put all this hard work in. Why wouldn't you just get somebody you like and just take care of them? Why is you taking people and violating them, drugging them up, and allegedly drugging them up and violating them? Come on, man. So you flying them everywhere all over the world, and then you got this the cold part. This the cold part. They got to get down with the recruiter first to make sure they good enough to mess with the big dogs. That's a cold recruiting process, man. That's a cold. And they telling them, so they was giving them some stuff called poppers. That was making them incoherent and having them out their mind. They was giving them Viagra and something called poppers. I guess we'll see what poppers mean, but mainly they was talking about, oh, if you want a modeling career with Abercrombie and Fitch, you need to do this, or we can't help you. You're not gonna be successful. You're not gonna make it with Abercrombie and Fitch unless you allegedly crawl up in my room and, show me to a good time. Bro, what is going on with this world, bro? Like, okay, you like this and this and that, X, Y, and Z. All right, man, that's cool. That's y'all business, man. But Why are you taking it though? Like, you guys are wealthy. You got cash blowing out every angle, man. Why wouldn't you just buy the prostitutes, bro? Who's selling it? Like, why are you taking people and drugging them up and thinking that you're gonna get away with that? It don't work like that, boss. Like, these are high profile. You guys are high profile people, bro, and you going to get some people who's just trying to get on. You just need to tell them what's up. Here goes some money. I want something. Look out for me. You down or not? If they not down, let them go. If they down, keep them. Bro, come on with all this, man. So, yeah, I'm seeing this come out, and it's strange. Watch, a lot of stuff to start coming out. Now that Puffy got caught up for this stuff, a lot more stuff is about to come out, bro. A lot more stuff. So they say they've been doing this since 2008 up through 2015, allegedly. So we're going to see what happens with this. They just indicted these dudes, so... You know, if you was doing all that, man, you should have went on and moved out the country where there's no extradition if you was going to try that, because you going in the States. Done. So we finna see how this plays out. The CEOs of Abercrombie and Fitch have been indicted and locked up. So let's see how this works out. Let's see if they're going to get bail, though. That's what I want to see. I want to see if they're going to get bail. That's my whole thing. Now, y'all stay tuned for some more content. I'll be bringing you some content within the next day or two about this indictment on the CEOs of Abercrombie and Fitch. I want to see if they're gonna get. I want to see if they're gonna get bail. I'm curious to see if they're gonna get bail on the sex trafficking case. The CEO, the main dude is probably the CEO, the Mike Jeffries dude. He the main CEO, but he's been arrested on charges. So let's see if he gets a bail. I'm just curious to see what happens with him. Mike Jeffries, I know that don't even sound like a black person's name. So let's see what happens. I really want to see if he's gonna get bail. I wonder. Let's see what happens. Stay tuned. Like, follow, and subscribe. It don't cost a dime. I appreciate you watching my video. I appreciate you having me. Go check out some of my other videos on other situations or other events in world news. Peace.